Good morning, welcome back to Dottie's Adventures. I'm Bev, if you don't know, if you're new around here, and this is Dottie, my Peugeot partner TP, self-converted microcamper, which has been converted now for about a month and a half, and I found a little snag that it's not a major problem, but it is one that I want to get fixed. So today we're going to be working on fixing the bed issue. Let me tell you quickly what the problem is and what we're going to do to fix it. So I have a fixed bed, as you can see here, and it's built on this wooden frame, which works brilliantly. If I lift the cushions up, I've got these flip top the bed base, but the problem I've got is this wooden frame, because it goes right the way along the full length of the bed, and it means that if I want to slide anything in and out from under the bed, it's a real challenge. So the job today is to cut this part of the wooden base off and secure it, probably with L brackets, I think, so that I've got a smooth run to put bags and things under the bed, because if you look, there's not a huge amount of space between the bed and the kitchen, and having to fiddle around really sort of dragging things out from under the bed is difficult. I've also now got a little 12-volt fridge, which I want to be able to put under the bed, at the top end of the bed behind the driver's seat, which you can see here. I do need to clear all of the car out. So if you see where that basket is, the orange basket at the minute, that's where I want the fridge to go, and I can't at the minute because of this green wooden bar. So my job now is to clear everything out of Dottie that's in the way, so that I can get my man Mark to come and use his little tools to cut that wood away and make it nice and neat. Right, let's crack on. Cold. Need to go and put something warmer on. It's better. Silly hat, fingerless gloves, shoes instead of slippers. I think we're good to go. After we've done the bed, I'll show you the fridge I've got to go in here. I've used it a couple of times now. I'm really pleased with it, and I'll tell you all about it. It's not sponsored or anything, but it was a bit of a game changer when I went up to Northumberland, because I have a cool box. But even when it's cold, because when I'm driving I've got the heater on in the car, it's warm in the car when I'm driving, so a cool box is great for the first 12 hours or so, but after that it doesn't really do the job. So I knew I wanted a fridge that plugged in, so I'll tell you all about that. I've also got another couple of little additions to the van that have made a big difference that I want to share with you, and they're really simple as well. So right, up, Zig. This is my daughter's cat, Ziggy. He's a bit noisy. He's very friendly. Are you coming up? Come and say hello. You've never been inside Dottie, have you? Come on then. Come on. Come and have a look. Come on. Good boy. Let me see if I can get him to come and say hello. Where are you? Come here, sweetheart. Oh, he's an absolute beauty, aren't you? He's never been inside Dottie. I think it's all a little bit new. Perhaps you could be a little van cat. Perhaps I could take you away with me when I go away. What do you reckon? You're purring like a good one. He's a good boy. Oh yes. Mwah. There now, what do we think? Is it good? I'm not sure how the dogs would feel having you in here. I'm more of a dog person than a cat person, but this little one is beautiful. She's got another one as well called Bella, but she's not quite as confident. But you're just a champion, aren't you, Zigster? A new YouTube star in the making, methinks. He's having a good old explore. He was right up on the kitchen top earlier, the little monkey. Having a good old explore, weren't you, up here? Cheeky. Look who I've got back with me on Dottie's Adventures today.
I'm Scruffy.
I've got my workman back.
I've got my work clothes on.
So, talk me through what we need to do, because I think it's quite simple, but I always think things are simple and then they never are. So, my thoughts are, we just need to chop here on either end, on both sides of the central pillar.
Moving.
Yeah.
So you can slide things in there.
Yeah, but you said something about leaving a bit there, but I'd rather not.
I was just thinking access is easier there than trying to get a blade right up against
Can you not get a multi-tool right up against there?
I can do.
I thought you were Mr. Nothing's Impossible.
But then the multi-tool will probably touch this surface and damage your paint.
I'm not. Look at the state of the paint. I'm not too worried about that.
Yeah.
Functionality over form. So if we have to, oh, hang on a minute. Let me look at something more interesting than the bed. So if it doesn't,
unscrew these so this lifts slightly, so I can get a metal piece under. So when we cut through, we don't cut and damage your floor.
Okay. I mean, you can see I'm not house proud of this because I've left that bright green paint on the back because I couldn't be bothered to get right to it. But you never see it, you see, once the bed's made. And even this, you won't really see it. That's where my muddy shoes have gone in and out. So you want me to clear the boot out just so I don't get a load of
Dust is going to settle
dust
down
and
here.
sawdust, right? Okay. That's easy enough.
Yeah. I'll go and get the screwdriver to lift, the metal plate to go under, and the multi-tool. I think we'll get a multi-tool plugged into yeah. I was going to show you from garage actually. Yeah.
Let's get clearing this garage then. This is probably a really good time to show you, if you haven't already seen the build of Dottie, what she looks like when she hasn't got all her bedclothes and everything on. So there you go, as you can see, it's just a fixed bed. There's nothing fancy about it. We just put these plywood tops on, drilled holes in them so that they're ventilated, and then fitted the kitchen cupboards on this side, which were Bester units from IKEA. I'm going to try and get round the back of Mark while he's doing that. And we turn them on their sides, put a gap in the middle big enough for a basket to fit in, and that's my whole kitchen. But if you're interested, you can go back and watch the build videos because that explains everything we did. The problem with a microcamper is there's not a lot of room to do anything. Thankfully, Mark's slim and agile, even though he's
old.
I was going to say not as young as you used to be. Perhaps one day I will get round to finishing the painting off.
We're cutting this one out?
No, just the front one.
Okay. Oh, there you go. See, that slips under there now. So that's just a scraper spread up. It's quite a hard steel. So I can put that under there and then put my multi-cutter down and it won't cut into there. Right, let's get the multi-cutter and extension.
See, I wouldn't have thought of doing that. Yeah, so continuing with the quick tour under here, I've just got a couple of plastic boxes on runners, they're just on very thin plywood here with the little sort of shelf stops, you know, like I don't know what you call them. What do you call those little things that the shelf sits on, those little angles? Have they got a name?
No.
Well, I'm sure they have, but I don't know.
Go in the side?
Yeah, they like plug into a hole and the shelf just sits on them, don't they?
I would suppose I'd call them shelf supports.
Okay, so yeah, plywood on shelf supports, right.
So if I want it in that way, I want it that way, so I want it that way, okay. I'll put it one notch that way. I love these tools, they're so flexible in their use. So now we can get in like that, you see. Right. You see, that's through. But I heard it change tone that suggested it was through. Okay. Just like that.
Any thoughts on how I can get that paint off the floor?
I would use a scraper gently to get the thick off, and once you're thin, be very careful with thinners so you're not damaging the floor. But then any final trace, white spirit, if that doesn't do it, go on to thinners.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put those two screws in so the bed doesn't move, and then loosen those two so that end lifts slightly.
Right, okay. In
So
such
if
a
I put
tight
these ones
space.
back in, it'll maintain the exact position of the bed. Well, that went nicely.
Do you think we need L brackets to secure the bed frame, or do you think the screws going in will be enough?
I think the screws could be enough, yeah. Yeah, I think it's alright. I mean, we have weakened it slightly by taking those out, but it is pretty firmly screwed down to the floor. If you find after a while it starts feeling a bit rickety, we could perhaps draw it up. I mean, some might argue you need a 45 degree brace in there, but I don't think so. But I think you'll be fine. I would say it's sort of over-engineered anyway, really. So yeah, I think we're fine. If we find it needs something, we'll cross that bridge as we come to it.
There aren't any real moving parts. It's not like it's getting pulled out and pushed back and pulled out and pushed back.
Yeah. Oh, that should have taken that. Oh, it comes out anyway. Okie dokie.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. So I've managed to get quite a lot of the green paint off. It's not perfect, but it's good enough for me. It's definitely quite thick down this end. One day, when it's not freezing cold, it's too cold to paint today, I'll get the paint out and I'll redo all of that bright green into the sage, and I'll touch up the bits that we've cut. But for now, that's the most important job done, just having that easy free access underneath the bed. So I'm just gonna, I think Mark's just gone to get my fridge for me so I can try it. It's gonna go that end of the bed, and then when the power bank is in the van, it goes just behind the passenger seat normally, and that hopefully will mean it can either reach to plug in into the cab in the 12 volt or just straight into the jackery. Or what I might do actually, rather than try and get the fridge plugged into the dash for when I'm driving, I'll just route it through the Bluetti. I've got two power banks, a big one and a small one. I think the small one's big enough to manage the fridge easily. So it's all trial and error, isn't it, with vans. There you go. So there's the fridge slotted nicely in there. I'm not sure whether to turn it around. Let me show you why. So the plan is to just pull it out when I need to use it, but it opens this way. so I don't know which way to put it in because the controls are that end. How often do I need the controls? Also, the lead comes out of the back end. So, or am I better even having it in that way? I know it takes up a bit more space. But it means, I don't know which way to do it. It means it might be easier. How easy is it to pull out? No, I think it's definitely going to be easier to pull out there. So, yeah, I think that's where I'm going to put it. Let me tell you about this fridge while we're on, because I've never really explained about it. I've mentioned it, but I've not really told you about it. So this is the Alpicool C9, which means it's a 9-litre fridge. It is a compressor fridge. It works as either a fridge or a freezer, but you can't do both at the same time. So if I wanted to, I could have it as a freezer and put ice cream and ice cubes and things like that in. But I think for me, chances are it'll always be just a fridge. I have realised that I can't show you how to open it with one hand. Can I? Oh, there we go. It's really quite a strong catch. So it's not the biggest space ever, but for this van, I used it when I went up to Hadrian's Wall, and I had bread. No, I didn't have bread. I had milk and eggs and cheese and ham and some chocolate bars, because you know it's got to be done. And what else did I have in there? Hummus. I think I had something else as well. I can't remember exactly, but it all fitted absolutely fine. It was just enough for what I needed. Could you do a week shop? Absolutely not, but I probably never will. It'll be milk and eggs and, you know, snacky type stuff. That's all it's ever really going to need. Oh, I did have a couple of tins of Coke in there as well. So yeah, that's the Alpicool C9. I'm really happy with it. It runs off 12 volt DC power, so it's got a 12 volt cigarette lighter type adapter. That can plug straight into the dash, as I said earlier, but I'll probably use it plugged into the Bluetti. And it also comes with a 3-pin plug for AC power. So what I would tend to do normally if I'm going away, I say normally, I've done it twice, is cool the fridge first in the house on the 13 amp plug, you know, on the 240 volt AC, and it gets down to temperature really quickly, and then I just put it into the van cold, so I'm not asking the power bank to cool it. But yeah, that's the Alpicool C9, and I really like it. The other thing I've bought is 2 of these gardening bags, and I'm going to use these for other food, things like tins and bread and cereal and that sort of thing, and keep that under the bed as well, because it's easier to get to than in the kitchen, which is where I keep all my kitchen utensils and plates. But they're brilliant because they've got these elastic bits here, so you can have taller bottles and things and they don't fall over. Loads of space in the actual bag itself. I don't know if you can see that. And then you've got these bigger pockets on the side. I packed a crisps in there from my last trip, and I've got 2 of them, and this is why I wanted to get rid of the bar across the bottom, because they just slip really easily under the bed there, and they're so easy now. They'll be so easy to get in and out, and they weren't before. There you go, you can see the 2 side by side, and now with the fridge in there. Got loads and loads of storage. So that's kind of food and kitchen. And then under the other side, I have all my clothes. So I normally have packing cubes. I've also got a basket that I use for my clothes. It's quite a heavy duty basket. There it is. I've got some packing cubes in there. And now that will easily slide under there, and it was a right pain to get in and out. I've got 2 of those actually, so I will be able to put the other one under there. And I've also got another basket round here. This came from Oxfam and I really like it. It's just a little felt basket, and in there I keep my electric throw for when it's very cold. So now I should be able to easily slide that under the bed as well. That is going to be so much easier and so much more storage, useful storage space. Yeah, there you go. I mean, it might slide out, but I'm hoping it won't. Things don't normally move that much in the van, to be honest. And that was the other thing that I was going to show you actually. So this is just a heated throw. It's an electric blanket, but it goes over you rather than under. And it runs absolutely fine on my power bank. And it's got various settings there. I can't remember who this one was by. I think it might be Slumberland. I just bought it from B&M. I think it was about £30, and I've tried it and it works brilliantly. So that can now just go right under there, and I'm really happy with that. I think what I've learned about having Dottie is it grows organically, you know, it's an evolution, if you like. You try something, you use it, you see if it works, you adapt, you change, and what you think is going to work may work for a little while, and then you think of a better way to do it. And I think that's part of the fun of having the camper and having done it, you know, built it ourselves. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what evolves as the future goes on. But I'm happy with that, really happy with how the fridge fits under the bed, because it was taking up quite a lot of room beforehand because I couldn't get it under because of that wooden ledge. Right, yeah, time to make the bed back up. Go. She's all back to where she's meant to be. Oh, she's looking good, isn't she? And then, as you can see, with everything back in, not the Hoover obviously, everything's just looking so good. This is brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant. So my fridge,
and it slides in that
fits perfectly. Yeah, it does.
What a good fit that is.
Yeah, it's perfect.
How many millimetres spare have you got?
If you hold that.
That looks to be incredibly...
The only problem I've got is having something to hold it.
Hold it?
Yeah, because that's actually, I might put some sort of handle.
Oh, I see.
On the front here.
To pull it out.
And we had those suction handles. There was 2 little orange ones.
Yeah, they're in the shed.
That might be enough. Whether that's smooth enough.
It's smooth.
I don't think it'll be smooth enough, but I might be able to, because it's not massive. It's not heavy. It slides quite easily. And then I've just got the. Eh?
I'll tell you what would do it.
What's that?
A bit of wood that long, a bit of round wood, and then 2 bits of rope that went under this to a bit of wood at the front. So it works the handle to pull it out, and the bit of wood underneath will pull it forward, and you just push it back.
I've no idea what you've just told me, but I don't really understand.
A bit of wood, and then 2 bits of string attaching them. And you lay that down, and you lay that on the string, so 1 bit of wood's behind, and 1 bit of wood is in the front. So as you pull the
Is that not a bit over-engineered? Can I just put a handle on it?
So how are you going to put a handle? You're going to glue something to it.
Can you not just use like sticky Like, you know, like the towel rail in Peter's got like sticky pads.
Yeah, you could do.
I don't think I need.
I just don't think it'd be difficult. It's just.
Is it not going to look
Should-
unsightly?
Well,
And
what?
don't say a word about my paint and.
Well, all you'll have is a little bit of dowel sat at the front bottom of it.
Oh, so it'll be on the floor.
Yeah, underneath.
Yeah, no. I want something at sort of
But then it would lift.
top level. No, let me
Okay.
try.
Yeah.
Let me try.
I was just thinking it's very non-invasive. The weight of
Invasive?
it was invasive.
Invasive.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. I just think you're going to have a bit of rope and a bit lying on the floor, are you not?
Right, you can have a bit of wood that long that lies at the base. With enough slack in the string, if you just get your fingers behind it and you pull it, just be a little bit of a little bit of wooden dowel sat there. It probably wouldn't even be that. You could probably just put a looper string and a bit of wood at the back, and it comes through to a looper string at the front. You pull, whatever.
Let me try my ideas first.
Yeah.
And then you can put it right when
The
it
mother of
fails.
invention.
Can I just show you this? Right, this is how different Mark and I are, right? So he's so slim that to warm his ear defenders up,
You put some on
he
it.
puts them round his waist. That suggests that his waist is about the same size as his head.
Well, I got that twisted.
Oh yeah, I've got it twisted. That's unbelievable.
There's nothing worse than putting cold ear defenders on in the middle of winter. So you do that, and it warms them up while you're doing other things. Do you not do that?
I would need a hell of a lot bigger headband for it to go around my waist.
Anyway,
Go and do some work, you. So all I've done is I've nano-taped a little wooden knob onto the front of the fridge, and actually it pulls it in nice and easily, and it'll get stronger as it secures. I'm going to leave it there for a little while, see if it will work. And if it does, I've actually got some really nice grey paint. I'll paint it grey, or I might paint it black to match the black trim. But it just makes it easier for pulling the fridge in and out. I'm sure it'll fall off and Mark will go, oh, you should have done it my way, but because he normally does get it right. And I normally get it wrong. But I'm going to give it a try this time. But I think that's it for today. Thanks ever so much for watching. You know what to do. Hit that like, hit the subscribe, do all of the stuff. And if you've watched it all the way through, you know that that is the biggest benefit you can give me for the channel. It's the most support you can give me. And I appreciate it very, very much. Talk to you soon. Take care. Time for a cup of tea.